Hello, welcome to My Story with CareCredit, where real CareCredit cardholders share their stories of life-changing healthcare. CareCredit's a leading national healthcare credit card that can enable you to get many of the procedures and treatments you want or need now and pay over time with promotional financing on purchases of $200 or more. CareCredit is accepted at hundreds of thousands of locations nationwide to pay for care for you, your family, and your pets. I'm your host, Amy Freena. Today, I'm delighted to speak with Cynthia, a woman who used her CareCredit credit card to literally change the way she sees the world. Here's her story.
Hi, I'm Cynthia. I've been a CareCredit card holder for 8 years, and this is my story. I noticed some terrible changes in my eyesight. So after visiting my eye doctor, I learned I had cataracts, and my frustration grew probably faster than the cataracts. Well, my doctor said I could have what insurance allows, or I could have the Cadillac of lenses. Well, I want the Cadillac, but they're substantially more expensive. The receptionist at the office said you could use CareCredit. Being able to actually see the whole world at once again, I kept reading to my daughter, my adult daughter. I said, look, I can read this little tiny print. I was so excited at everything I could do now that I hadn't been able to do in years. It's perfect. Thank you, CareCredit, for allowing me to see the world in a whole new way.
Cindy, thank you so much for joining us today. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. We are excited to hear all about your story with CareCredit. So let's start from the very beginning. When did you first hear about CareCredit and the CareCredit credit card?
Well, I believe it was about 2013.
Okay.
I was at my eye doctor and discovered I had cataracts.
Oh, fun.
Exactly.
Oh, gosh.
It was awful. It took a couple months for me to have them grow large enough to be operated on.
Okay.
But then the time came.
The time came.
Yes. And he said I could have the regular surgery, which insurance would cover.
Okay.
Or I could have the Cadillac of surgeries, which
Okay.
insurance would not cover. And I said, what's the difference? And he said, well, the insurance pays for the basic surgery and a little kind of like plastic lens.
Okay.
Or the Cadillac is a crystalline lens, which should last basically forever.
Okay.
Well, had to have the Cadillac.
Right, of course.
But there was a copay of $3,600 per eye.
Per eye.
Per eye.
Okay.
And that's on top of whatever copay you were going to pay for the surgery.
Right.
And so I went, okay, I'm going to do that. I don't know how yet, but that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So I go over to the desk and I'm still thinking, okay, I'll call my mom, call my cousins, and
Right.
beg. And the receptionist said, you could do CareCredit. I said, I have no idea what you're talking about, so tell me more.
Yeah.
And she said, it's a medical credit card.
Okay.
And I said, oh, I might have heard about those, but I really don't know. She said, here, and she gave me a pamphlet
Okay.
and said, you apply. And I thought, oh, apply, they're not going to take me. I feel like, oh, it's college all over again. It's terrible. But I did apply, and they suggested that I go after the two eyes plus a little extra in case things cost more money. And CareCredit accepted me.
Okay, so you got your CareCredit credit card
I did.
pretty soon after that?
The same day.
Wonderful.
And I was able to then begin the process to schedule my eye surgeries.
Okay.
So
How relieving was that?
oh my God, yes. And Cadillac of eyes. Absolutely.
So how long ago was this?
Roughly 8 years ago.
Nice. And how's your vision since?
Well, the vision, interestingly enough,
Okay.
when you get the Cadillac of eyes, you also get laser surgery,
Okay.
which you don't get with the other one.
Okay.
So a benefit can be, they don't promise you,
Uh-huh.
but it can be that sometimes your eyes get better. So you don't need glasses. I was lucky enough. Didn't need reading glasses or far glasses.
Wow.
Unfortunately, sometimes you need reading glasses as time goes on because your eyes do. So right now I need 1.0 reading glasses, 8 years later.
Wow.
So I consider that a win-win.
I would absolutely agree.
Exactly. So very, very happy about where I am.
Wonderful.
Yes.
The Cadillac was worth it.
Absolutely. I would recommend the Cadillac to everybody.
I love that. So have you used the card for anything else?
I have.
Okay.
A couple years after that, one of my cats had a paw issue.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I thought, oh, it's just a little paw. But, you know, she was limping, and I took her to the vet, and they said, oh no, she needs surgery.
Oh.
And I thought, oh goodness, it's going to cost a bloody fortune.
Yep.
So do I use the money I have, or do I use CareCredit and save the money I have for whatever? I use the CareCredit credit card because they have great promotional financing.
Awesome.
And I got to save the money for a rainy day. My cat got better.
Awesome.
Win-win.
Win-win. Have you told friends and family members about the card?
I have.
And you've referred them to it?
I have.
Yeah, I bet.
It's good.
So tell me a little bit about this cat.
Her name was Gigi.
Gigi.
And she lived to be 24.
Wow. Yes. And you guys were best friends.
We were, unfortunately, 2 weeks ago she passed.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah. But she lived a long life, and
yes, she did.
She was very, very happy when she came home for the vet.
Really?
Yeah, because she knew I used the CareCredit credit card.
I love it. Was she in pain before you went?
She was. She really was. You could tell she was limping and jumping. She wasn't crying or anything.
Gosh.
And she was a best friend. So
They
it was
always
wonderful to be able to use the service someplace else.
Awesome.
And take care of some.
And that's what I was going to ask you. Did you have to reapply?
No.
And you just said, oh, they accept my CareCredit credit card. I'm going to just make it happen.
Exactly. Yeah, I actually saw the little sign at the vet.
Oh, you're like, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. I thought, let's make life easy.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story. We wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks for joining us on My Story with CareCredit. If you're interested in applying for the CareCredit credit card or want to find a provider in your area who accepts CareCredit, visit us at carecredit.com.